forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
To throw on third down, Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So the first carry of the game under the belt for Emmitt Smith. And, of course, in his career, over 18,000 rushing yards, the all-time leader.
He can probably rest easy for a while about people chasing that number down. He's going to stay at the top because everyone's flinging it around instead of running it. We're going to need a real running back renaissance and an emphasis on the ground game to put that record in jeopardy. Is anyone even close right now?
Frank Gore about 6,000 away, and then AP 7,000 away still around there. Wow,
that's a lot of yards to make up. I think Emmitt Smith feels pretty good about the number he posted, 18,355 yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Davis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rod Woodson with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
Now, he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens 14, Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. Thank you, Dr. Davis. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Emmett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
18
On 4th down, Cunningham. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Rob Gronkowski, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. Put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, set.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Cunningham.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Cunningham to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Cunningham trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That ball caught. It's the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emmitt Smith, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check smash, check smash.
Cunningham looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. That would have been big, would have broke our tie here in the fourth, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds, unable to get that done on that play.
Now Cunningham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Javon Hargrave able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On fourth down, Cunningham to Henry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
18-11.
Back to throw. Cunningham connecting with Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Well, they go with a slant that time. 15 yards and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield, and they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.